What's up, Dingbat?
What's up, travel diva?
That wasn't even mean.
No, I'm just acknowledging your travel diva life.
I don't want to travel anymore right now.
I should hope that you're see it can be tiring being a Hollywood starlet,
Oh God.
going to all the
I,
big things and hanging out with all the big people and doing all the big time stuff.
literally nobody, like three people I know who the UFC people are. I know they get excited for me, and that's very cute. But if I post a picture with people they have no fucking idea who it is, that's fine.
It's that whole like niche like group marketing thing. Like when people say like, "Oh, like I'm going to a paranormal conference," and 99% of the world goes, "What is a paranormal conference?"
Yeah, yeah. It was fun
Outside,
though.
outside the bubble, no one's famous.
I know. Inside the bubble, no one's famous. Like I was around at MSG, like several quite big fighters walked right past me, and I would look at them and like give them a head nod or like point to them and say something, and literally nobody around me would even notice. I'm like, okay, you guys are the worst. Drive 24 hours round trip to go to the event like I did, so I know every fucking person there.
If there's just too much stuff, I have friends who have had television shows that I forgot about where I'm like, oh yeah, you were on TV for like 4 years.
Yeah.
All relative. How was the drive there? I saw the popped tire.
Yeah, okay. I'm driving along. I got a pretty good start, whatever. It would have been fine. It was nice out. There was construction fucking everywhere. So I get, right when you get
Right when you
around
get, right when you get, right when you get, right
what
when
do
you
you
get.
get? I know I can't even talk. People have no idea what we're doing right now, but only we know. But when you get in like the Toledo area and there's that bridge with that light up triangle thing?
Yeah, the
Or
Rainbow
like
Bridge.
yeah, the Rainbow Bridge. I don't think that's what it's really called, but so right before it, I popped something stabbed my tire, and I'm just looking at the numbers on the dash go like 30, 29, 19, 70. I'm like, fuck, it happened so fast. And I stopped right on that fucking bridge, like right on it, on the right. I'm like, are you joking? And I've got the dog in the car. I've got no roadside. So I like go on my phone and sign up for AAA. Then I call AAA. Then they had to come put my donut on because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm on the highway with a dog. And then I went to Bell Tire, and they were like, I could patch it, but you're literally about to drive to New York and back. So you want to just buy a tire? I'm like, yes. So I bought the stupid tire. Luckily, they didn't care that I brought the dog in. And we got on our way. I got to New York around 3 in the fucking morning. Oh, Friday, we spent the day in Central Park, me and the doggo. And I've been to New York a million times, and that was the first time I ever went to Central Park, and it was really pretty. It was really good. There's lots of bridges, lots of statues and stone stuff.
Now you can fully understand the Ferris Bueller Danke Schoen song.
I know.
Because there's that part where he says, "I recall Central Park in fall."
I know, that was my Instagram caption.
Oh, was it? I don't read your Instagrams.
When I posted the picture of Toad in Central Park, that was my caption. But it was very pretty. But I honestly, like, I was so bummed out all weekend about just grass and nature. Like, I used to think I wanted to move to New York. I lived in New Jersey for a short time, and I was like, I'll come back and I'll live in New York or I'll live in New Jersey. And like, especially with the dog, like the street that my hotel was on literally didn't have one fucking patch of grass, not one. Like on the whole, both sides. And then the streets next to us, like nothing. There was nothing. And he didn't want to go on anything. It took him like a whole freaking day to even pee. And then poop was just not happening. So when we finally went to Central Park, I was like, this is nice, but all y'all people here have to shove into the same park because you don't have any fucking grass. Like, me and you could go to 30 parks right now.
Yeah, you can walk in your backyard and see grass and trees.
I know. It was just such a bum out. I'm like, this is weird. Like cement, I don't know. It was like making my brain weird. I'm like, I need to like see green or I'm not okay. It was making me feel like I was in a box.
When I was going to the convention and Chris drove me, I had a similar conversation with him about when I worked midnights at Kinko's and only ever saw fluorescent lighting. Like it does something to your brain to not have natural things around you.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I felt like I was in jail. I literally felt like I was in a jail cell. I'm like, the dog can't fucking go to the bathroom. We're just going out to and there's fucking garbage everywhere. Like everywhere. There's just nasty fucking food garbage and like piled up business garbage and rats. And it's a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, I love New York. I love everywhere that I go. Everybody, all the people were nice. There's a million things to do, but it's not.
It's not for you.
It's not. No, I don't know. I don't know. So Central Park was cool. And then I was going to go out on Friday night and I just didn't. We walked a lot. We walked like the entire fucking Central Park. It was a lot. And that was after a day of fucking 13 hours in the car. So I was just spent. So Friday night, I didn't even go out. Thursday, I woke up, Saturday I woke up, ordered food, went to the fights, which were really, really good. It was honestly one of the best cards ever. Like, I think it was something crazy, like 11 fights in a row had something crazy happen in every fight. Like, it was nuts. The vibe in there was crazy. Everybody was yelling. I usually watch the fights by myself. So even to hear like other people reacting is neat. It like, I wouldn't want it all the time, but it like hypes you up. It's like different. There was like lots of famous people there. Like Halle Berry put one of the belts on one of the winners in the ring.
What?
Yeah. So that was neat. I saw a lot of other fighters that like weren't on the card, just walking around. What other famous people were there? I saw Action Bronson. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. He's a rapper. He's sweet, but he was there. I don't know. It was cooler. MSG is crazy. And they required vax proof. So I showed my card when I walked in. So that was cool. So like nobody had to wear a mask inside. And then Sunday, no, I didn't go out after the fights either. They ended at like fucking 2 a.m. and I just went back to the room. And then Sunday, I ordered food again. And then I had a tattoo appointment at 5. So I got tattooed. And then I was going to go out after that because I was staying in Manhattan, but the tattoo appointment was in Brooklyn. So like when I was over there, I have friends out there and I was like going to have a drink. But like, I don't know, the tattoo hurt really fucking bad. Again, another thing, the older I get, the more they fucking hurt. And I was like, after it was over, I was pretty spent. But I had this feeling, I'm like, just get back to the hotel. The dog needs you, blah, blah, blah. And I walked into the fucking... It was like a movie. He fucking annihilated the room. I'm not even kidding. From like the door to the window, there was shit everywhere. Like he shit like 6 times and peed. Okay, good for him that quite a bit of it was in the bathroom. So that was nice. But a lot of it was on the carpet. And then he like ran around in it a bunch while I was gone. And they gave you hotel slippers and he bit them up into a million pieces and they were all mixed in with the shit. And so I was using the ironing board as like to put my luggage on. And you know how the bottom leg, there's like 4 legs in the ironing board and they have like plastic caps on them. He chewed 2 of the caps on the fucking ironing board. And it was like a movie. I'm like, this is a movie. And I wasn't even mad because I was like, well, you finally shit. Because he shit in Central Park because there was grass there, but he couldn't go on the cement. So he just fucking exploded. And I was only gone for 3 hours and he destroyed the whole fucking room. So I like cleaned everything up. I put the ironing board back in a way that I hope that they didn't notice because I haven't seen any charges on my card yet, but it was a lot. I was like, I'm like freshly tattooed. I'm like limping because I got it up right above my left kneecap and I'm just cleaning up shit for 45 minutes. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we fucking doing here?
What were you doing? What were you doing with the ironing board out? That's a John thing.
I know, but nothing was wrong with the room. And I checked the bed and stuff, but on Google reviews, I had seen quite a few reviews for bed bugs. So I didn't want to put my fucking bags near the floor. So I put the ironing board out and put all my bags on the ironing board.
Gotcha.
And then he fucking chewed the legs off, but it's fine. So I didn't I literally sat in the room most of the nights. I didn't go out at all. And I watched like so many movies. I watched Sweet Home Alabama, which I'm obsessed with. The Proposal, which is like a Sandra Bullock movie.
Sweet Home Alabama is Lightning Glass, right?
Yes. And what's funny is like literally like 3 days before I left for the trip, I watched it on TV for no reason. So I watched that movie twice in a week. And I watched Twister and I watched lots of Friends. And guess what? You'd be so proud of me. Guess what I watched?
What did you watch?
Birds of Prey.
Oh, you watched a comic book thing.
I did. I couldn't wait to tell you. The only 2 movie channels in the room were HBO and HBO Plus or HBO 2 or something. So I watched it and I'm sure it got bad reviews, but it was so fun.
See, comic books are fun.
Oh, it was fun. Like the fight scenes were so cool and they were funny. And I thought Harley Quinn was really funny.
See, you're going to like comic book movies. You're going to have a whole new world to watch now.
I know, I didn't even want to tell you.
Exciting.
Yeah, but I never really feel like sitting down and watching something like that. It was because the choice was like taken out of my hands. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just watch this. And it was on and I'm like, oh.
But the thing with comic book movies is they are complete enjoyable junk. Like you put them on your TV and then you do stuff. And then when you hear the battles breaking out, you sit and watch it and have fun. Then they start talking and you go and do your shit.
That's like exactly how it was. It was like vibrant, and I liked their costumes and their makeup and their, I don't know. It was fun. It was. Obviously, I'm in a hotel and I don't, like, it was perfect, just like nonsensical, non-thinking, I'm fucking exhausted. This is fun.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm going to tell Tenney, I watched a comic book movie. It was really cute. But yeah, that's about all. Then, Monday, we drove home. I did do more stuff. Monday, like, New York has the best bagels in the entire world. I don't care what anybody says. So I got bagels and took them to Liberty State Park, which is in Jersey City, but it has like the best view of the Statue of Liberty. I took being there before. It's just like the nicest park. It's really clean. It's got a good view of the skyline, and Statue of Liberty is super close. So I took the doggo there and he saw the Statue of Liberty. So I've had him for exactly 3 weeks as of Monday. And in 3 weeks, he saw 5 states and the Statue of Liberty. So yeah, so he's killing it. He's doing a good job. And then, so we drove all day home. To get home, I put him immediately in the sink and gave him a bath because he was like garbage man. And then, another weird thing that happened when we were in the car at the Statue of Liberty. Okay, because I've only had him for 3 weeks, so I don't like know every fucking inch of him yet. So he's like, and he's insane. So I don't even know if this happened with me or with the last person, but he's like panting in the car after we went and saw the Statue of Liberty. And so his tongue is sticking out of his mouth, and he's got this little knot, like a little half circle taken out of the fucking end of his tongue, like a cartoon character. Like he fucking, I don't know if he was like running and bonked his head or like got it on a bone or something, but he has like a little dip taking out of his tongue, and it just is so cute to me. I'm like, what did you do? He's crazy. Like what was he doing? I don't know. Just at any moment in the hotel, in parks, he doesn't care about hurting himself. He'll just dive off shit or slide on shit, and he's crazy. So I don't know.
He's a pupper.
He is a pupper. I honestly truly feel like he's never had any enrichment. I feel like he probably had no toys where he lived. And now he's just like literally 24/7 at Disneyland, and he fucking can't even deal.
Right.
Like he's crazy. But it's like, so it's not crazy to be like a terror. Like he's not acting like a terror. He's acting like he's happier than he can even contain in his body.
Right.
It's really cute.
Happier than he can contain his body, which is why poop flies out of his body.
I know. But he literally exploded into a million pieces. It was a lot. I should have took pictures. It was fucking a nightmare, but whatever. It could have been worse. He didn't chew up any of my shit. Like, I had another bag that was pretty close to the floor. He hasn't demolished anything important. It's just like,
when you were driving, did you stop in each different state so he can pee and poop in each state?
Yeah, he touched down everywhere for sure.
Good.
It was really nice. We got really nice weather. It was like 60 or like 55 every day that we were out. It didn't rain at all. In Central Park all day, it was like 60, I think. It was really nice. We got really lucky. And New York, like when we go on trips and me and you are in like Wisconsin or Ohio, the rooms are really big. In New York, the rooms are really fucking small. And I got a suite room on purpose to give him more room, and it was still small. So I just felt bad. I'm like, and that's another reason I stopped at that park on the way home. I'm like, let's go run you around on some grass. And
so I did the Mid-Michigan Convention on Sunday. I had Chris drive me out on Saturday. I got us hotel rooms. Well, my hotel room was covered. I just got Chris for driving me. And then, but the thing was, when you were saying it was so nice, Sunday here, it was legitimately hot. Like I went outside, I had dressed for winter weather. It's November. And I was standing outside baking in the sun. It was crazy.
I'm jealous. I wish it was like that when I was there, or like on our way back. Like towards the nights, it got pretty chilly.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, too, that it was so fucking funny because, like, you don't normally text me or call me that much when I'm on a trip because you just, like, let me do my thing and whatever. And you literally texted me just to tell me out of nowhere that Andrea was at the thing and she had pants on. That was your big news.
I was standing outside with Andrea Perrin, and we were smoking and chit-chatting, and I looked down, and you know she's always very roby and flowy and dresses, and I looked, and she was wearing bell-bottoms and boots. And I was like, who the fuck are you? And I took that picture and I was like, you could never guess who this is in a million years.
No, that's wild.
It was wild.
Did she like it or did she hate it? Did you say something or did you just tell me?
No, I told her. How, you think I sneak took that picture?
Oh, I don't know. I would sneak a pic.
No, I just told her. I've never seen this before. Like, and took a picture.
I wonder if it was more comfortable for her or less.
I don't know. It was a fun event. I've done that. So I did that event last 2 years ago when they had it.
Mm-hmm.
It was maybe because of the pandemic, but this was much bigger than it was the last time I did it.
Yeah. You said Tyler was there.
Tyler was there, and the Ghost Brothers, and Andrea, and Brian Danhausen, and just a whole bunch of people. And it was fun. Exy was there. It was fun.
That's nice. That's a good crew.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like every time you do that one, I'm not here because I didn't go to the last one either.
Yeah, it seems like it. It's so funny. Yeah. This little girl came up to my table with her mom, and her mom, I'd signed some stuff for her mom. And then she saw me, I was doodling a monster on the back of a postcard. And the little girl came back later. It's so funny when little kids are like little adults, like when she comes back and she's like, Tenney. And I was like, hi. And she goes, draw me a monster. And then like turns around and walks away. And I was like, okay, like, why not? Mm-hmm. So I drew a monster. And when she came back around. I was like, hey, I got your monster. And she's like, thanks, Tenney. Can I give you a hug? And I was like, yeah, of course. I'm like, but you have to name this monster. And she's like, this monster's name is Tenney. And then I was like, okay, the monster's name is Tenney. And then she was just so cute. It's so cute when little kids are like in command of their world. Mm-hmm. They're not really being annoying. They're just being little adults.
Yeah. Hey, squeaky wheel gets the grease. That's one of my favorite sayings and mindsets.
I told you this, but I really still have not recovered. I was so fucking confused. Chris and I got to the hotel. We got hotel rooms. The room they gave me, the door was open and the beds were messed up. They gave me another hotel room that didn't have an alarm clock and the TV didn't work. I went and got drinks at the bar with Tyler and Chris. They got wasted. I went back to my room because I wasn't having it anymore because they were wasted. Realized I didn't have an alarm clock. Didn't have my fucking phone. Didn't know where my phone was at. Thought it was in Chris's car. Went down to the front desk, told them I needed a wake-up call for 9:30, went back to my hotel room, fell asleep, woke up, didn't have an alarm clock, didn't have my phone, finally got the TV to work. The TV said it was 11:30. I dressed as fast as I possibly could because the event started at 9. I was already going to be a half an hour late with my wake-up call. Dressed as fast as I could, packed all my shit because checkout time is 11. Like my room must whatever. I was just frantic. Run downstairs, super fucking pissed that they didn't call me and wake me up. And I get to the front desk and I'm like, I didn't get a wake up call. And the woman at the front desk is like, it's 9:20.
Come on.
And I was so embarrassed and with myself and upset and mad and discombobulated. And I still don't think I've recovered from that. Plus it was that was when we shifted the clocks too.
Yeah, that actually worked out in my favor because I had to, obviously when I checked out on Monday, it didn't feel as early because it would have been like 1 instead of 12.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but I walked around the whole rest of Sunday not really knowing what day it was or what time it was and also feeling like an asshole for yelling at the front desk girl.
Well, maybe you should have better control of your phone and your scheduling and your clock and your alarm in your life.
I thought I did. I thought I was at a hotel where things worked. I thought that's what you paid for, having alarm clocks and phones and TVs and wake-up calls.
No.
There used to be a time.
Yeah.
I guess those times are gone now.
I was just realizing that so they didn't have this last year, right? They would have had it the year before because of the pandy.
Yes.
So that I was in New York for that too then because that would have been UFC 244. So I was at MSG that time too. That's why I didn't come with you.
That's what it was. Now I have Old Mill on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But I might hang out with my sister Friday afternoon, which means I might get out there Friday night because it starts Saturday at 10 a.m., mm-hmm. which means I would have to leave here at like 8:30 in the morning. Mm. But they have a room for me Friday, so if I go out Friday night, I don't have to wake up that early.
I wish you would hang out with your sister on a day where I could hang out too.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about her earlier today because I don't know why, but I was thinking about our trips and fucking being tired and this whole year being a whirlwind. But I was like bummed that we went on our Saugatuck trip before I had Toad because he would have like loved it there.
Yeah, for sure.
So I hope we go again next summer.
Yes. It was so funny. I talked to my sister earlier this week and she was like, so I don't know. She's so funny because her and I are the same way. Like we sometimes will present our ideas as other people's ideas until we know those ideas are okay. That way we can, if it goes wrong, we can say it was the other person.
Yeah.
But she was saying, eventually got to the point where she was like, so I don't want to do anything for Thanksgiving. And I was like, me neither do I. And she's like, okay, good. She's like, I hate that holiday. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And she's like, okay, good. Like,
oh, I've already been invited to 2 different family things on Thanksgiving, and like, no offense to family at all, but I don't want to go to either. Like last year when everybody was stuck in their house and I made my own dinner and it was so cozy, I like had the nicest Thanksgiving here all by myself. I don't want to go again.
Because of my parents when my parents lived up north, like the majority of my Thanksgivings, I feel like as an adult, I've spent by myself. Because when my parents retired and stuff, we would make the Christmas trip was the big trip. So we wouldn't go to Thanksgiving. Everybody would do Thanksgiving on their own and then Christmas together. But I mean, majority of my Thanksgivings have been cozy in my house, eating a ton of mashed potatoes and fake turkey loaf.
I don't, that was the other part too, is like both of them are kind of far. They're like not remotely over here. So it's like, I would have to just pick one, and then that's not very nice to whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe me and you just make dinner.
Yeah.
And we'll just hang out.
Yeah.
And be.
You can bring Toad over, and I'll make fake turkey loaf and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
What other sides do you need for Thanksgiving?
I just usually eat like mashed potatoes and fake turkey and rolls, crescent rolls, and salad. That's about it.
Crescent rolls and salad. What about cornbread?
I mean, I would eat cornbread, yeah, but
this is what I have. So I usually have fake turkey, biscuits, mashed potatoes with gravy, cornbread, macaroni and cheese, and then I make a really good vegan green bean casserole.
That like blows my mind. That I didn't even know this was a thing until I saw it on Twitter. My family has never been a family that makes mac and cheese with Thanksgiving. I don't understand that at all.
What?
Yeah, how does that even go? Like, I never knew that was a thing.
Mac and cheese is a Tenney, Michigan family staple Thanksgiving.
I don't get that. It's like, it doesn't even go. Like when you picture a Thanksgiving, like a cornucopia and gourds and like corn. It's like, why the fuck is mac and cheese there? That doesn't even make any sense.
Because it's delicious, and you're supposed to eat delicious things on Thanksgiving.
That sounds like a 4th of July thing. It's like summery, like you have a hot dog and you have a fucking mac and cheese. Not Thanksgiving. That's so weird. I don't get it.
I'm in the midst of, just because of the reception of the Halloween Frog song, I'm in the midst of writing a Thanksgiving song.
Oh, brother. You're going to put out a holiday album?
Maybe.
Oh my God, you should put it on vinyl and make one of those like cozy covers, like a vintage cover.
Listen, I had this conversation with Andrea Perrin at Michigan Paracon of me in my pajamas in my robe in front of a fireplace with my slippers on, smoking a pipe, and it's John Tenney's holiday record.
We could shoot it here in front of my vintage electric fireplace. I had it on today because it was fucking cold today.
And instead of I play guitar, but I'll mostly play piano instead, so it'll be real Christmassy or real holiday sounding. Cute. But all of the songs will be kind of spooky because this song I'm writing about Thanksgiving is about the ghosts of turkeys coming back for revenge.
Ooh, I like that. I know we saw wild turks the other day. Motherfucking turks.
Big turks.
They were so pretty. Everybody loved our video of you going, blah, 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 blah. And oh my God, when I played that video, Toad went crazy. He does not like your gobble sound. So next time you see him, you'll have to do your turkey gobble. He was like, what is that?
Do you think is he asleep right now?
Yeah, do it.
Is he freaking out?
Oh, he put his head up for sure. Did not like. Okay, he put it back down. It's okay. It's not a real Turk. I'm like fucking exhausted, dude. I swear. Like, I'm so behind on work stuff. I just keep traveling and fucking off. Oh, guess what? Like, this doesn't have to do with anything, but it just proves how exhausted and overwhelmed and stupid I am. Like every, whatever it is, 90 days, my like, what the fuck is it called? Like medical waste fucking company has to come to my tattoo studio and pick up my shit. And my pickup was like when I was gone and I fucking missed it. It like wasn't in my phone. I didn't even, the guy like texted me. He's like, I'm 30 minutes away to pick up your shit. I'm like, well, I'm not there. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I felt like such an asshole. I'm like, why? I'm a terrible business owner. I'm not, but it's really
I'm there with you. I told you yesterday, I think I tweeted about it too. I fell asleep 6 times the other day.
I swear. I know there was that yesterday. We were supposed to record and I texted you. What did I say? I was like, I don't even remember what I said, but I was like, I'm not into it. I'm fucking tired. I have brain fog, whatever. I'm whatever. And you were like, I just woke up for like the 5th time today. So well, that's fine. I swear for my booster, I'm still so fucking tired. It just killed me. And also, all of my bags that I took to New York are right on the floor in my living room, right in front of me. So just so you know, I didn't unpack yet. I unpacked nothing.
That's not uncharacteristic of you.
I know I did take the vodka out of my bag to make a drink to record this, though.
Maybe I should have a vodka drink tonight.
I know I needed a drink.
By the way, let me just tell you, per a phone conversation that we didn't record, but to follow up during this phone conversation, you need to buy these probiotics are saving my life that I'm taking.
We're not going to have a vitamin conversation on here. We're not 85. Let's do that later.
I'm just saying, I've been taking some probiotics and they're working. I'm an old man.
Okay, I'm going to get some, but I don't think they're going to I don't know, maybe they will change my life. But we were talking about and I feel like we've talked about it on here before, but I can't fucking remember anything. But there's a viral TikTok going around right now about the Uncanny Valley effect, which is where when you see I don't even know how to describe it.
When you see a human face, but it's rendered in CG, it can be really close to being human, but your brain understands that it's not human. And then it makes you feel very weird and disconcerted.
Yeah, like when they show those weird clay-looking pictures of the Simpsons characters as real people, or Beavis and Butthead as real people, and your brain is like, bleh, ugh.
Right.
You have a gross reaction, and not because of you're scared. It's just you get the willies.
Yeah, people first started really talking about it with the film Polar Express, where they did a CGI Tom Hanks. And it looks like Tom Hanks, but it looks wrong. Something is wrong with it. And it's because he's CG.
Yeah, and it's we've seen Pixar characters that are cutesy, but they're not human enough. It has to be right in this weird zone to do a weird thing to your brain. But yeah, there's a thing too with eyeballs or something, when they show those things that look kind of human, but if their eyes are just slightly too big, then it makes you feel weird. It's about proportion too.
So the thing is, though, the viral meme thing that's going around is how fucked up is it that we evolved with a trait to understand that there are things that look human but aren't human, and that's the uncanny valley, because at some point in humans past, there were things that looked human that weren't human. That's the TikTok viral thing right now. But the reality of the situation is that we evolved to recognize when humans are dead. So when you look at something that was human, a dead body, it was meant to trigger a warning that there was something wrong, not just with the person, but perhaps the whole area. Maybe there's bad berries or a bear or something around that will cause you to be dead. And then like you were saying with eyes, that's one of the things too, especially if a body has been in decomposition for a while, the eyelids will pull back and the eyes will get real foggy. Mm-hmm. And that's why, in human beings, we communicate a lot visually. And so you look for those things and, skin will pull a little bit taut and smooth so light doesn't bounce off of it the same way. And so the same thing happens with CGI characters. They're doing all the same thing, these kind of foggy eyes, and their skin's a little too smooth. And then your brain is like, oh, there's something fucking wrong with that.
Yeah, I was telling you how I've always had a phobia of, clowns for one. And then, and that's a human face, but it looks different to you because I don't know.
Well, right. And usually clowns are white. They have white makeup on their face, which is part of the non-reflective skin thing. That's one of the reasons that clowns start to look weird to us is because their skin doesn't reflect correctly. Yeah.
And then I have a thing with not being able to see people's eyeballs. If they have just a stupid rubber mask on, I totally hate it. And then if people have really not see-through sunglasses on, aviators, if I can't see your eyeballs, I get so freaked out. I fucking hate it. And then you said that was part of it too, because we're supposed to see the shininess of somebody's eyeballs, and then if they have dead eyeballs, we get weird, or if we can't see them or something. You explained it better.
Yeah, no, it's just it's the reason why we can kind of be okay and even find some humor in Freddy as a killer in a movie, but why Michael Myers is so fucking strange to us. His face is white. His eyes are usually hidden from us. It's just black holes where his eyes should be. Mm-hmm. And that triggers all of those same things. Whenever anybody makes any kind of scary character, You know, whether it be like Slender Man or whatever, smooth skin, pale skin, black eyes. Those things trigger something in us.
Yeah, and then you said too that it triggers like your fight or flight thing too, because like it's not so much, I don't know, it's not completely that I'm scared or I think something's gonna happen to me. It's just like when I see shit like that, I'm like, ugh, like get away from me, or I gotta get out of here. Like it's just not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's
millions of years ago, you walked into cave woman Jessica. Millions of years ago, you walk into a cave and there's a body in there and its eyes are all bugged out and its skin is all taut. You'd be like, I just got to get out of the fuck out of this cave. It's not that you're scared. You would just know like, oh, this is not a good cave.
I don't like talking about cave people with you, Tenney.
Because you think there's going to be a dinosaur attack.
I know. That's why I'm so scared in that cave, because I think there's going to be a dinosaur outside because I'm an idiot. You know, a lot of people think that dinosaurs and people lived at the same time. I'm not alone. I've seen little... Did you do a survey, or one of us did a survey, or somebody on Twitter did a survey, and it was like, who thought that was real? And it was like a lot % of people, so it wasn't just me. Whatever, it just seems to, I don't fucking know, it seems to make sense in my brain. Like, why wouldn't they? I don't know.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? I've seen Fred Flintstone.
First of all, they're still discovering shit that's like billions of years old. Like, for all we know, in 10 years, they could find something that proved that they did, and then I'll never let you live it down, ever.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm always open for anything that's possible. But the way that it looks right now, dinosaurs died out literally tens of millions of years before there were humans. So there has to be some major fucking shit going wrong with like historical accuracy for them to be tens of millions of years wrong. But I'm open to it.
They're going to dig up a dinosaur one day and there's going to be like a human leg bone in its mouth and you're going to be like, motherfuck.
You know, I don't know if we might have talked about this, but you know, like that's what a lot of Christians believe.
The dinosaurs and people were around at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Earth's only 6,000 years old.
That's not true.
So like in the Bible, it's like Jonah in the whale where the guy gets eaten by the whale. That was actually like a giant dinosaur. And people think that dinosaurs and people live together because the Earth's only 6,000 years old. And then there's some people who believe that there were no dinosaurs, but that God just hid dinosaur bones in the earth to test your faith.
Oh, sure.
That way, when scientists found them and said they were 1 million years old, you would know that the scientists are lying because the earth is only 6,000 years old. And you have faith that the earth is only 6,000 years old. So God's testing you to see if you believe in dinosaurs.
So like not only did they... whoever create the fake dinosaur bones, but they also created a way to like fake age date them. Yeah. That's a really complicated plan.
Well, this is how simply it's proved that Christian belief is proved. So you have seen lots of paintings of Adam and Eve, right? Mm-hmm. And they have belly buttons, right?
I don't fucking know. Sure,
yes.
Probably.
They have belly buttons because God created them as perfect humans, and humans have belly buttons. But Adam and Eve never had an umbilical cord because God created them. They were never in a woman's womb because he created them from scratch. So by creating them with a belly button, he created them with a fake prehistory. And so when God created the earth, he created it with a fake prehistory. And the dinosaur bones are like belly buttons. They weren't ever really there, but they had to be there because he made a perfect earth.
Holy shit.
This has been my Sunday sermon.
There's people in buildings all over America right now telling these crazy stories and not paying taxes.
They're flying in jets and in limousines and not paying taxes.
Good gravy. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
See, we just have to start a dinosaur church and not pay taxes. Can we do that?
Yeah, you know, that it used to be easy to form a church. Now it's a lot of tax and paperwork and stuff. And
I think we could do it. This isn't the first time we've talked about this either.
No, I mean, we talk about starting a church a lot so we can have dogs and goats inside of it.
Yeah.
And I can talk about like parts of the Bible where they talk about donkey balls and dinosaurs, maybe.
Yeah. Why would they say that the part with the whale is a dinosaur when there's whales?
Just because, like, they're already crazy, so why not go one step crazier?
I don't understand. Oh, boy. What else? Didn't you do more shit while I was gone? What did you do?
I didn't do nothing.
I did nothing. Did you go to the dollar store?
Nope, I haven't gone to the dollar store in a while. I'm just sitting here watching my grass grow.
Would you stop complaining about your fucking...
I'm an old man. These are the things that old men complain about. Their grass growing probiotics.
Jesus. What's up, weirdo? We talk about ghosts, witches, and probiotics.
And being an old man.
Hit the subscribe button. Join our Patreon so John can buy $40 bottles of probiotics.
I would not pay $40 for probiotics. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. The limits that I get are kind of expensive.
You got to do some research then. You're just buying that trendy TikTok shit probiotic.
You got to do some research. No, I don't.
Don't buy anything that has a Hollywood star selling it to you, because then they got to jack the price up.
I don't do that.
You can buy body wash at the Dollar Tree that has the same ingredients as like $70 body wash, but Terry Crews is selling it to you.
That guy's a wackadoo as well.
Is he a wackadoo? Did I miss the Terry Crews wackadoo?
Yeah, he did something. I don't remember what it was, but he's had a couple of moments on Twitter that weren't great.
He's on my mind because I just watched Training Day again.
See, that's something you did while I was gone.
No, I literally did that today. It was on TV.
I watched Jersey Shore all day today. Okay, first of all, when I talked to you, the whole entire way out to New York, I watched Jersey Shore on my phone. I watched like 2 seasons on my fucking phone while I was driving, and it was so cozy. And so I've continued it yesterday and today. And right now I have 2 episodes left in the Italy season. Situation smashed his head into the wall. Snooki got in a car accident. There's a lot going on.
Recap from a show from 10 years ago.
Bro, I love them. That's such good TV still. Like, it's such good TV. Like, how did they know when they threw all those people in a house that it was going to be that good? Like, they're all so funny and good.
I don't know. I think you get enough people who want to be on TV and you give them enough alcohol and it will turn into a good show.
They are just great, though. Like, they're so fully themselves and they're so, like, in on the joke. You know what I mean? It's like, It's so good. It's, like, so good. Anyway, so that's
I watched 8 episodes of Foundation.
What is that?
Foundation is a group of science fiction novels written by Isaac Asimov starting in the 1950s up until the 1980s. And Apple TV just started, they made it into a TV show. So it's on 8 episodes. So I binged watched all 8 episodes.
On Apple TV Plus?
Yes, I got the free subscription and now I'm locked in for a month.
You have to watch Servant.
I know, I can watch Servant now. You know what I didn't realize when I got the Apple TV thing? I watched all of the Foundation in one day, in 8 hours. I watched 8 episodes. And then I was like, what else is on Apple TV? And you know what else is on Apple TV? Fucking nothing. Like 10 shows. Like, that's the whole fucking thing?
I know. I watched The Morning Show, which is also really good because Mark Duplass is on it, and I'm obsessed with him. The 2nd season has started, but I didn't watch it yet. And then Servant is so fucking good. Servant is worth having Apple TV Plus all by itself.
I think Foundation is worth Apple TV Plus. I told people to wait until, because there's only 2 episodes left in the first season. So I've been telling people, wait for 2 more weeks and then get the free subscription and watch all 12 episodes in 7 days.
Okay, I'll watch it. Would I like it?
I don't know. Do you like Lee Pace?
Who's that?
Lee Pace is one of the main characters in it. He's an actor. He's super good in this, though. If you saw a picture of Lee Pace, you would know who he is.
Hang on, let me Google it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what is he in? He's in something I've seen.
Probably.
He looks like he looks different in everything he's ever done.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let me see. I don't know why we're talking about this guy so much. We're really off topic. We have.
No, I'm just telling people Apple TV is not worth it. I don't know why. It's not.
There's some guy there with Jason Momoa too, and I fucking hate that guy. I'm the only person on earth who doesn't think Jason Momoa is attractive. I think he looks like he rolls in garbage.
No, you and I have talked about this, and I agree with you. Jason Momoa looks like he smells like old patchouli and workout room.
Literally, like leather and fucking old sandwiches. Like, yes. I can't with that guy.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
He smells like a dirty locker room and old tobacco.
I'm sure he's lovely, and I guarantee that me and you, because we hate him, are going to meet him one day. We're going to be like, fuck, that guy's so nice. But until that happens, and he's like, this is like trigger warning, but I saw he made some shitty rape joke on a Comic-Con panel before, and that made me hate him.
Don't we know a story? Don't we know a story about him being in Detroit and getting drunk at a bar and being an asshole?
I'm sure we do. Can you hear the dog drinking so loud?
I was like, well, yeah, I didn't know what was going on. It sounded like someone was typing in the background.
You just drank like a gallon of water. That does kind of sound familiar, but also that could be like 5 different celebrities. I feel like everybody that comes to town has a story like that.
No, I think,
remember Chris Hardwick was in town and he pissed everybody off?
Yes, I remember when Chris Hardwick was in town and pissed everybody off, but I know that the Jason Momoa story was he was at some bar in Detroit and got drunk and was like doing backflips off the bar and like lifting people over his head.
Ew.
Yeah, it was gross.
Gross. Well, what are you doing? Now he's like licking his leg. It's so loud. What are you doing? What are you doing? Little stinker. Okay, so that was our 10 minutes of Jason Momoa hate time.
No, it's just what people should watch and what people should think about people.
I watch Servant on Apple TV Plus. It's one of my favorite shows. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. This one just completely rolled on his back to get belly rubs. I need my belly rubs. Your belly rubs. I just wanted to share this quote with you that I read a couple days ago. You know how the Stanford on Sex and the City died?
Yes.
Yeah. So I read an interview with SJP a couple days ago, and they asked her, and like obviously me and you, this has just been like a grief time with Tenney and Jessica, our whole fucking podcast.
You mean Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yes.
I didn't know you guys were tight. You were calling her SJP.
So everybody calls her SJP. If Amy Burney hears this, she'll fucking understand. Anyway, she had this like nice quote that like, I don't know, about grief. She's the interviewer asked her how she was doing, and then she said, I feel as if a scoop has been taken out of me, explaining that she never expected the wound to heal. And then she continued, in time, my body will grow accustomed to this new architecture. Oh, that's so nice.
It is nice.
How I feel. We're doing our best. We've had chunks taken out of us this year, but we're going to adapt to our new architecture.
Yes.
I thought that was nice. But yeah, that was another thing I watched, Sex and the City. There was a E! True Hollywood story behind Sex and the City while I was in Manhattan, and it was just fucking, ooh, it was really great. I do like Manhattan. I do like New York, I guess. It's just like, it's better if you're young and you want to go out every night. Like if you're like 22 and you just want to go rage. But like if you're older and you want to touch grass, like it's not for you, bro. It's not for you. Are you going to buy an official Love Boat out? Can you buy that guy's captain outfit for the fucking cruise?
For the Europe cruise?
Yeah.
Ooh, I should buy a Captain Stubing outfit.
You should.
That'd be funny.
Do it.
I'm not going to do it.
You'll get crazy shirts. You get a Scott.
Listen, you say that. Are you laughing at that?
Just A, because the word is funny, and B, because I already know that you probably have fucking 25 of them, and you're offended right now that I suggested that you fucking get one.
First of all, you're right. I have 3 of them already.
I know. I feel like you can't. You have your Hawaii cruise outfits. You can't wear your Hawaii cruise outfits there. You have to have a new persona. You have to have a Euro cruise look, and we need to start.
Listen, this is what I've been trying to tell you, but you keep interrupting, is that ever since it was announced that I'm going on a European cruise, I have bought new shoes, new boots, new pants. I've gotten new ties, new shirts. I've been buying new clothes specifically for the European trip.
Oh my God, I can't even handle it. Are you going to bring your riding boots?
I have already thought about how I'm packing them.
You have to.
If I'm going to be tromping across the moors of England, then I need at least knee-high boots.
You do.
And a tweed coat and a tweed hat with a little feather in it.
Yes, and a pipe.
My pipe is ready to go.
Oh, hey-oh. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
Yeah, anyway you want. Look out, Euro. You made some weird sex joke on, I don't know if it's a sex joke, but you made some weird thing on Twitter today, too. What mood are you in today?
I didn't make a weird, you said, because I posted the old mill picture and you said that you were looking for a woman literally anywhere. And I replied with a Don Draper gif saying me too and a wink.
Yeah, That's not like you to talk like that on there.
I saw it and just went for it. I thought it was funny.
I took my opportunity. That was funny. I was like, okay, Tenney, okay, girl.
Listen, when I was when I was living through my irresistible years working at Our Magazine as a advertising director, and I had hair and Mad Men had started. Look Out World. That was John Draper.
Oh boy. I know. I saw you again. I think it was on Twitter the other day or something. You were talking about your one era where you were whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck era was that? I'm like, you've always had people falling all over you for fucking your whole life. You didn't have an era. Your whole life is the era.
No, I think for men and women, I think that we have a solid block of like 6 years where, and I've always called them the irresistible years, where there's like a solid 6 years where everything is kind of lining up for you. You look good, you got some dough, you got some self-confidence, you got a decent job or a job that you're happy with, and you just become irresistible to everyone.
Okay, but that's very limiting. Like, I feel like some people can have longer eras than that.
I mean, sure, but for everyone, there's at least like a little 6-year chunk where you're in your irresistible years.
This is very informative. This is really going to take some thought.
And I'm past my prime right now, so.
Did I pass mine or am I in mine?
No, I think yours is gone.
I hate this conversation. Probiotics and nobody likes that. She's past her 6 years.
I think I met you at the end of your prime.
And I fucking kick you in the shins. When the fuck did I even have a prime? I've always felt like a nerd loser.
Well, that's your irresistible years doesn't mean you feel any different. It's just all of a sudden everybody is attracted to you for some reason.
Okay.
If you think about it, I bet you I'm right. I bet you're through yours, but I bet that there was like a 5 or 6 year span of time where everybody was hitting on you all the time.
No.
Yeah, I bet you so.
Well.
Or maybe yours is coming late. Maybe you haven't gotten to yours. Maybe you're going to get yours in your 50s or 60s.
Ew. I don't want anybody to hit on me then. I want to fucking live in the woods. I swear. Okay, here's my hot tip. And I keep meaning to show you when we hang out and I keep fucking forgetting, but there's an Instagram account called Cheap Nordic Houses. And it's literally, we're fucking out of here, Tenney. Like, the houses are like $100,000 and all of them are on a fucking mountain and all of them have like a wood stove and the cutest kitchens and houses you've ever seen. And they're just like, oh, here's a house in Norway or Sweden on a fucking mountain and nobody's around you. And this is our 20-year plan or our 10-year plan.
What if I want to buy a big, huge house with land in California for $21 million?
No, we don't have that.
Can we get that?
I mean, if somebody wants to send it to us, yeah. Or if we get a TV show or if we get a Spotify show or something.
It's because the house and the estate where they used to shoot the show Heart to Heart is up for sale.
This is your plan?
It's great. It's got like a little lake and it's on the side of a mountain and it's got lots of woods and trees. If
we want to get a house that's in a show or a movie, A, we would have to get something spooky, and B, I'm sure we could do a lot better than fucking $22 million. Let's be realistic here.
Let's be realistic. We could probably get a castle for a couple million. A spooky castle.
Well, if we're going to move out of country, we could get a spooky castle. Or
if we moved out of country, let's say I live another 10 years. So I decide to move out of country because I've only got a solid 2 left after that, right? So
I'm barely listening right now.
My question is my question is, if we move out of country and buy a place like somewhere else, would you be willing to renounce your American citizenship?
Do you have to do that?
No, but I mean, I think it would be easier, like if you're planning on moving to a different country and staying there, especially if you're an older person, like just renounce the U.S. and become a full-blown, like, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. If we find our dream Nordic church/house cottage on a mountain with goats and whatever, we don't have a mortgage and we don't have to do anything, then yeah, fucking.
Oh, wait, shit. What do you feel about Leonardo DiCaprio playing Jim Jones?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
You think it's good?
I do think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be his Oscar time.
I do too, because you know that he's going to like pack on a few extra pounds and
Yes,
get
that's
it.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
He's gonna have a big square head.
yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. I know, and he'll get it like he's good at like when he was in Django and he went crazy and he smashed that glass in his hand.
Yeah,
That's gonna be him.
yeah.
He's gonna be nuts. I know, it's gonna be so good. I think that's perfect. I hope it's like because there was that one weird and I think it was the Duplass brothers. I don't know if they were producers or what, but there was that weird movie like 6 years ago or something that was like a Jim Jones movie and it was not good. I hope this one is like fucking cinematic genius, like you feel like you're there.
Yeah, I wonder how long they're going to follow him. I wonder if they're going to start with like Jim Jones's rise through like the small ministry church and then like gaining power and then also showing like the influence of like the CIA and the FBI and all of that high strangeness and then get in like don't just throw us right into Jonestown.
Yeah, but then when they do, I want to see like jungle. I want to see like feel the desperation of the people not being able to fucking leave when they realize that it's like not good.
Yeah. And also how many people like didn't want to be in a death cult.
Yeah.
Like how many people were chased down and stabbed with needles of cyanide and because that's something that people don't talk about a lot. Like everybody thinks that everybody just drank the Kool-Aid and died. Like they don't realize that like some people were shot and some people were jabbed from behind with needles full of strychnine or cyanide. Like it wasn't just everybody brainlessly going, okay, we're going to do this, especially since the cyanide was mixed wrong and everybody could taste it.
And then there was like the people that went to help and the reporters and what was that guy, like a mayor or not a mayor, whatever he was?
No, Leo, he was a congressman.
Yeah, there we go.
Leo Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be really wild. I hope it's long as fuck. I hope it's like 2.5 hours long and I hope it's just epic and crazy.
I mean, that's the thing that weirds me out thinking about, and we're not going to end on a bad situation, but that I'll just say, like, I don't think that people realize that only like a third of the people at Jonestown actually wanted to commit suicide, and then they all ended up helping kill the other 2/3, and 1/3 was all children.
Oh, I know. That's why I have like friends who, whatever. I have a couple of murdery shirts too. I'm past the point in my life where I wear that shit in public. Because I don't think it's funny to fucking offend people. I understand that people are fascinated by this shit, and some people have like murdery shirts and dresses and collectibles, whatever. I fucking can't stand when people are obsessed with Jim Jones. It's like literally 60% of the people he killed were fucking children. Like, are you nuts? Like,
Yeah.
are you nuts? Like, do you even know the story? And not that there's anything better about like whatever Manson and Ramirez and stuff killing grown ass adults. It's like people are still dying, but the ratio, like you said, of the people who died at Jonestown, it's like, this is not fucking funny. That's not funny. He's not an idol. That's fucking disgusting.
But see, that's the thing that freaks me out. Again, I'm not going to go too far into this, but that's the thing that freaks me out when I see people like on news shows saying like, don't worry about the climate in America. It's only a third of the population that is crazy about like who's president right now. It's only a third. And I'm like, a third of Jonestown killed the 2/3 of Jonestown.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Volatile situations.
That dog makes so much noise.
I know. He's biting on a bone right now, just sitting by my feet, chewing away. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, thank you. Here's, give me his paw. Oh, thank you.
Were there any bones bitten in New York?
Who, me? I heard your tone.
I'm just kidding. I don't need to know. I don't want to know.
For your information, there was not. Unfortunately. Baby, get your frog. You have to hear it. Hang on 1 second. My brother and his wife got him this frog. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna get your frog. Get your frog. Okay, ready? It's a stuffed animal. Oh! God, man! He just completely threw my drink on my whole couch.
You just blew my eardrums out.
I'm sorry. He literally spilled a whole drink on my couch. Thanks for that. Anyway, here's the frog. Okay, now go get it. What do? I literally, this is bad.
All right, wrap it up.
Yeah, I gotta clean this now.
Okay.
Okay, so good talk.
Good talk.
I'm gonna go clean my couch.
All right, I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow.
Fucking Toadnado strikes again. Good job, Toadnado. Oh, it's on my computer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye!
Bye!